active Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. Welcome to your 5-card draw. What do I need read for this new moon in Libra to full moon in Aries, September into October 2022? I am your reader. Mark Angelo, Lyons, Mal for short, they are my initials. Blame my parents. Professional witch, professional intuitive. President of Drawing the Circle Productions since 1998, 24 years of service. At the time of this recording, author of Words of Grace from a Professional Witch. Available on Kindle, link in the description box, and a lot of the wisdom that I got from that 24 years in service so far, plus decades before that, is sort of brought together, distilled in that book, Words of Grace. They're in chakra chapters. Go check it out. You can preview it for free. Link in the description box. And of course, I am also a creator on Patreon, patreon.com/drawingthecircle. I love it there so much. Perfect creative platform for what I'm doing. I can choose my levels of subscription, right? Get them all different benefits. I live stream there every morning, cup of coffee, bathrobe, on the couch from the laptop, talking about the day's astrological weather, spiritual implications, magical applications of the day, etc. And it's an unlisted YouTube live stream, so you can chat with me, that kind, not like a Zoom thing, a Facebook chitty chat thing. And they're getting a lot of cool benefits over there. All the extended readings I do, all levels of subscribers get that, and there's a link in the description box. We'll take you right there. You can look at what I'm offering, what the Mal is cooking up. So if you want a deeper experience, a little more magic, miracles, mysticism, and or Mal in your life, come Patreon on Patreon. Because I'm a Virgo, and I do love Capricorns. The Archangel of Lions, Mark Angelo Lyons, but darling, call me Mal. Hi. Hey. Having fun with these reads. These are my favorite, the 5-card draws of all the series that I do, and I think they're really important along with the 7/8 card draw shadow reads, because you're looking at specific timelines, waxing and waning moon cycles, plant seeds, watch them grow, then weed the garden. If you're new to the channel, a 5-card draw is just that, 5 cards, getting you clues, tips, and hints about a specific astrological timeline, a waxing from new to full, which is beautiful, which is how I'm remembering to say that. These 5 decks represent the 5 magical elements, fire, earth, air, water, and spirit, to help you align your intention, your spell work, your law of attraction, who's he, what's this, you do you, to plant the seed at new and help it, build it, wax it, expand it, manifest it, whatever you want to call it, to the full moon. And let's look at that timeline. I need my glasses for this because my contact lens, my right one, decided to, do its own thing. Took a swan dive down the bathroom sink, so I'm waiting for the new ones to come in. Until then, it's sort of Lisa Loeb, Lisa Lupner combo, sort of, whatever. It's fabulous, darling. So here we go. We're looking at the new moon in Libra, Sunday, September 25th, 5:54 p.m. Eastern Time. And a Libra new moon on Sunday. I've been saying it because I feel it, very social justice. Right, the 7th house dynamic of justice and the scales and all of that on Sunday, the day of healing and success and bringing things into life. Sunday, as far as intentions go, it's like a white candle day or a clear quartz day. It does everything because you want it all to be like healthy and successful, right? But also 7th house, romance, partnerships, ruled by Venus, contracts, but partnerships in all sorts of different ways. So plant a seed for what you want, watch it grow to the full moon in Aries on Sunday, October 9th. Now, in between that, right, Mercury goes direct on the 2nd of October, then Pluto goes direct on the 8th of October. So that's a lot. So I think the quality of the seed that you plant will probably help. So look, it's a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Standard YouTube reading rules apply, right? You might have 4 different seeds, right, to look at, that things, intentions that you want to manifest into form in some way. Maybe there's just one big one, but Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus can give you different access into those clues, tips, and hints from different angles. My job is to help you fulfill your heart's desire, your element of fire. We're going to start first card down with that, because as you fulfill your heart's desires, you're fulfilling your part in a larger plan. We don't choose our heart's desires. In my experience, they're written into these bodies before we incarnate into them, right? Human, hero, immortal, God, right? Ego, personality, soul, and higher self, right? The soul doesn't have any of this conditioning. The personality is trying to deal with it, and the ego is doing what the ego is going to do. So both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will. I don't need these anymore. And I will do my best to get you the clarity, guidance, and grace to manifest your heart's desires, part of the ineffable great plan and all of that. Better than anything we can imagine or conceive. Let's see what hits the table. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Thank you. As I call upon the ancestors of magic, miracles, and mysticism for the Capricorn collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers, because the cross watchers, if they apply this to themselves, whatever hits the table, they're going to heal, and they're going to help the Capricorn they're cross watching for heal, as well as the entire Capricorn collective. That's how holographic reality works, apparently. So please, one card in clarity using the magical spell cards by Lucy Cavendish, their element of fire, what they yearned for, what they burned for, what their heart's desire, this beautiful, nudiful September, October 2022. Girl! Scream! Glamour. Oh, I love it. This word has such a history to it. Originally comes from the Latin word grammar, like grammar school and grammar and punctuation. And at one point it meant anything magical, right? And then it became like Vogue's slightly looser sister, right? Glamour, glamour, Hollywood glamour and all of that. Into this mirror, I now see the realms of possibility. Honey, that ain't glamour, that's scrying, but I get what she's saying. Look, I could throw a glamour. I am a Virgo. But I am Mars conjunct Leo rising. I can wrap myself in a song, let alone a playlist, and have everybody else feel that vibe putting out there. I just think that's hysterical. Glamour. So, of course, depending on your definition, mileage may vary, depending on who's watching this for a general read. Into this mirror, I now see the realms of possibility. I don't know, the spell does not seem to me to match. But then again, glamour, that's what I mean. Go back to the original meanings of words and you find like the origins of them, like the different countries that they came from, and it morphed into this or that. It really can just bring you in on a different angle. Now, if your heart's desire is to be glamorous, I mean, I get it. Capricorn's more of a Leo thing. But that might mean this is something that you need to do in order to manifest your heart's desire. Interesting. It's off to a really fun start. So let's take that fire and fuel it with Earth, the Crystal Oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno. If you have the stone, the gem, the mineral indicated, you want to use it, wonderful. It's helpful, right? A little reminder, a little rock to carry around, a piece of jewelry, something or other. A spell carrier, an amulet, a talisman. Those are not the same thing. Talisman toward, amulet away. Amulets away. So more important, if you don't have the mineral, no big diggy, no big dealy. I need to slow this down. This is a high vibe with this glamour on the table. Clear quartz does everything. Grab a rock, grab a stone, piece of jewelry, grab a knife, grab a fork, grab a rice, grab a fish, have a pork. Kick your shoes off, feel at home. Please take a nice deep breath. Yeah, I just gypsied us. Still point. You try working with these pantheons of the divine. They have a sense of humor. As I call upon my beloved Archangel Ariel, one of the archangels of the North, powers of Earth, my personal archangel, my Archangelica, the Archangel of Lyons. When your name is Markangelo Lyons, you kind of figure it out or you don't. Please, one card in clarity for my beloved Capricorn Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, signs and cross watchers watching this video, receiving this reading, to represent the element of Earth, to fuel that fire, to ground, to manifest their heart's desire, possibly through action or internal something or other. Please, what do you got for them, my beloveds, this beautiful, beautiful September, October 2022? This just has my family's humor connected to it in a really obscure way. Stitch-A-Tite and Serpentine. Serpentine! Come on, In-Laws, Peter Falk. Serpentine. Serpentine. It's a family movie. I was raised by very, very interesting people. Stitch-A-Tite and Serpentine, right? These don't have numbers on them. I've seen Serpentine before. I used to work in the New Age, magical, pagan, metaphysical, and all that in the side of Fry's industry for a very, very long time. The retail aspect of it. Had my first crystal store job in 1988. No shit. Stitch-A-Tite QRS. I do need this for this without the contact lenses. So please take a nice deep breath. Stitch-A-Tite and Serpentine. Meditation, clearing your energy centers, detoxifying your thoughts. So this is exactly what I mean every time I use this deck. If you don't have the you don't have some laying around, you don't want to like run out, buy some, shake the dice, steal the rice, take a chance online, grab a clear quartz. Fear and negative thoughts. Oh yeah, so meditation, clearing your energy centers and detoxifying your thoughts. Fear and negative thoughts are preventing you from experiencing peace and joy in your life. They are blocking your creativity, and as a consequence, your life seems dull and dreary. You can change this situation by consciously choosing to love and trust the universe instead of fearing it. Oh, let's just stick a pin in that for a second. Now, look, this glamour thing, it is about seeing, right? In this mirror, I now see the realms of possibility. So, you know, that's tricky terrain. It depends, you know, what's normal to some people is paranormal for another, and honey, there ain't anything supernatural if it's all part of nature. That's just how I take to it. So if you are feeling a little bit more lead than gold, a little bit more sluggish than alive, right? Capricorn is the mountain goat. It's one step at a time up the mountain of highest potential, 10th house dynamic Capricorn, right? So, you know, but that's a process, right? You can change the situation. Oh, look, I can read this. You can change this situation consciously, choosing to love and trust the universe instead of fearing it. That takes time. That is a thing that you can do, and maybe seeing the infinite possibilities. A glimpse of the quantum. Remember, the whole quantum physics thing is another way into this that I know the Capricorns would probably more enjoy than perhaps sitting quietly in meditation and invoking the healing power of love. Divine love is doing its perfect work in me and through me now. Boom. It's not a meditation, it's a truth. It's an invocation. Imagine yourself bathed in beautiful healing energies. Visualize all the colors of the rainbow swirling within and around you. Chakra work, chakra work, chakra work. Feel these beautiful healing colors flowing through your mind and heart. And imagine your thoughts being infused with eternal light. Well, light is truth. If you bring, let's say a truth is light, illusion is shadow, what happens if you bring light into truth? Maybe you examine, the light into shadow. Well, maybe you examine the shadow, but you bring your shadow into light, it vanishes. It's a lot of energy. This is a very third eye read. To practice each day as it will help transform your negative and fearful thoughts to positive inspirations. There is nothing to fear. You are eternally surrounded by love, and that is the truth. And maybe that's something that you can see here. So there is a heart aspect to this. It's kind of indicated pretty strongly there that if you find yourself overthinking, it's like an alarm saying your heart's not open. No, not that you need to be completely heart open and mind closed either. That's no bargain, right? It's all about the balance. That's how we manifest our highest potential. But look, it is a journey, step by step. Nobody runs up a mountain. Depends on the, you know, the inclination. Oh, that's a good way to use that word, ain't it? Let's do the element of air. Since we've got this thing about thoughts, right? Clearing those energy centers. I kind of get, oh wait, I learned, because that one had a bunch of different things connected to it, didn't it? Not just that one. Meditation, clearing your energy, detoxifying thoughts. So, the element of air, thought, the mind, two way to read these. Both I find helpful. One is whatever the word or words on the card, think about it, look to the original meanings. I'm not kidding. It's like a 2-second Google search to find perhaps that original definition that makes a general read more specific for you. It's happened to me so many times now that I'm recommending it to people. The second is these are actual names of healing legions, angels, conglomerations, archangels, which is a whole bunch of angels working together as one. That will only come when called, and they're there to help. They already know the deal. That's why we're getting the message which ones to tune to, so to speak. But they won't come unless called. So your free will. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. As I call upon the angels and archangels of earth, the sign of Capricorn, powers of the north, the Arielites of Archangel Ariel, the Urielites of Archangel Uriel, and the Orielites of Archangel Oriel, which, you know, there's a lot going on there. Those three, please, one card in clarity. Beloved ones, for the Capricorn collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, signs, and cross watchers watching this video and receiving this reading, help them manifest their highest potential, right? The element of air, to breathe oxygen into that element of fire, what they yearn for, what they burn for, what their hearts desire, with the ability through glamour to see infinite possibilities, with the detoxifying of their mind, the healing of their energy centers, the meditation of it all. Please, element of air. The thought, the think about, please, our angels and archangels, Arielite, Urielite, Orielite 3. This beautiful, beautiful October 2022 manifestation. The healing angels of manifestation. So there is something. Look, you manifest. Okay, your emotions are manifestations of your choices and your thoughts. Right? Choose to think a thought. Instant emotion, pretty much, even if it's subtle. Right? It's not new. Keep going. Comes down into physical form, because people don't get that the emotional part of it changes every cell in your body biochemistry, like in an instant. And maybe that's a generalization and perhaps a bit dramatic. But a Mars conjunct Leo rising cope. What would the healing angels of manifestation do? What does manifestation mean to you? Is it just about what hits the physical form? Because if we create our own reality, we're manifesting a lot of our own internal conditions based not necessarily on seeing the larger possibility. That's why human, hero, immortal, God, ego, personality, soul, and higher self all see it differently. Yeah? So the detoxifying of the mind is an important part of that, because we can have beliefs and conditioning going back to like ancient times. Like when Og hit Grog with a club and stole his fire, and the enmity began, right? It's like there's all sorts of stuff that we believe that's just programmed in, but has nothing to do with the immortal souls that we are and the divine higher selves that we have always been. That experiences all of our past lives simultaneously. I know, it's a bit much. But that's us on some level, so let's ask them, higher selves, with the Whispers of Love Oracle. Angela Hartfield, I love her decks. I love her card. Blue Angel Publishing, wonderful company. But here's the element of water. So we've already got really here with Stitchitine and Serpentine, that there is an opening of the heart here as well, right? That if you're overthinking, it's from Matt Kahn. If you're overthinking, think of it as an alarm to open your heart, right? Get into your heart somehow. And that's then putting your heart into this manifestation. Love is divine power. Don't take my word for it. Carolyn Mace, Anatomy of the Spirit, the Heart Chakra chapter. I'm telling you, it is the ultimate healer, right? So let's see what the higher selves of all involved have to say. This Capricorn glamour magic thing going on. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Yeah, because honestly, with that manifestation thing there, that's leading me more into the, here, look what I can do, you know, change the hair color from craft kind of thing. Overtone is better. Overtone coloring conditioner. Please, one card in clarity for the, no, do it right. You're making me laugh, guys. As I call upon the higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above, what is the whisper of love for the Capricorn collective sun, moon, rising, Venus signs and cross watchers watching this video and receiving this reading, the piece of information, inspiration, insight they need for the element of water, the heart stuff, the divine power, the love that conquers all, so that they can manifest this heart's desire of glamour, needing glamour, seeing infinite possibilities, realms of possibilities, the realms of possibilities, with the Stitchitite and Serpentine vibe there of the mental purification, the mental detox, perhaps seeing things clearer, meditation, and certainly an opening of the heart and trusting and loving the universe, which is a step-by-step process, but with the healing angels of manifestation, healing their manifestations, healing how they manifest, manifesting healing, all sorts of different ways that could play itself out. What do you got for them, please? The piece of information, inspiration, insight most needed this beautiful, beautiful September, October 2022. Treasure your loved ones. Treasure your loved ones. When you bring the word treasure into it, you're looking at an earth sign thing, right? Because you immediately think like treasure chests with like gold and gems. Down, 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 mine, total Daffy Duck. If Daffy Duck wasn't a Capricorn, I don't know what was. Well, Eeyore, no offense. Treasure your loved ones. It is important to love ones deeply. Well, it's a little bit harder just to feel the unconditional agape of it all to people on the TV, if you know what I'm talking about, right? People that you don't know but are in your face. Let's leave that there. But you treasure your loved ones, the ones that you treasure, to do that, to bring that visceral. That's what allows the Capricorn to alchemize from lead to gold, pain to peace, just like anybody else. But then they will climb the mountain. They will access their highest potential. What does it mean to you to treasure someone, and how would the healing angels of manifestation come into that? You don't know that, but trusting the universe here, and you know, again, that word glamour, into this mirror I now see the realms of possibility. That's got to play itself out very differently for different people in a general read. Because I just can't not think of it as casting a glamour. I can't. But that's me. Yeah, I'm not a Capricorn. Okay. The last card down, Matt Kahn. We've mentioned him before, I'm sure. The Matt Kahn Healing Mantra deck, the card of spirit, to kind of charge the whole thing, right? So you got the 4 basic components in the physical world, and now you plug in the spiritual world. The healing mantra to perhaps do with serpentine and stitchintine. Oh, it's stitchintite and serpentine. Great, you'll have that stuck in your head all day long. You're welcome. Let's talk to the Ascended Masters, because the thing about glamour and the realms of possibilities, that could be about anything. A relationship, money, health, healing, all sorts of. Please take a nice deep breath. Because here we go. Still point. Last card down. I'm calling upon the Ascended Masters of the General Assembly, because this is too general, right? Only the person watching or cross-watching this could put these pieces of puzzle together. But treasuring the loved ones and purifying the thoughts with the help of the healing angels of manifestation. This is not just to have it remain in the mental, emotional world. This feels like it's coming into physical form. But with that heart's desire of glamour, man, that is just the variable in this one. So please clarify, please, my beloved Ascended Masters of the General Assembly, what's the perfect healing mantra? Knock it out of the park. Blow their minds. The card of spirit to manifest this glamour, purifying, meditating, manifesting, and treasuring this beautiful, beautiful September, October 2022. Dissolving judgments. I don't have to like the actions of others in order to love my journey. Like, I don't know, watching somebody on the TV, right? It's like treasuring your loved ones, man. It is very that. Like, I live with my 3 cats, my 3 boys, all black cats. I love them. They're my witch cats. They're amazing. I treasure them. I treasure them. I mean, I got pretty kitty litter. I went for it because it's just better for them and it's better for all of us, right? My parents, right? Certainly, I'm trying to buy a home up there to be closer for them as they move into their good, deeper golden years. I do treasure the ones I love, and that's easy. But I have to be somewhat in the place to do that. So of course, doing a little mental healing, a little cleanup, a little meditation, a little something can tap you into that. And then honestly, this is going to help you dissolve some judgments. I'm going to read it from the bookie book because I don't have to like the behaviors of others in order to love my journey. Like, why should their behavior, opened right to it, take me out of the ball game today? Breathe. Dissolving judgments. I don't have to like the actions of others in order to love my journey, and that's in his book, Matt Kahn's book. The universe always has a plan, 10 golden rules of letting go. The mantra is, in order to be emotionally free, it's okay to dislike. If that's not the mantra, that's the chapter title, right? In order to have emotional freedom, which means the ability to feel it all and let it pass through without burning down the village, right? Then it's okay to dislike. It's an intuitive thing. When judgments are dissolved, you don't have to enjoy the actions of others in order to glean benefit from them. There's alchemy, if ever I heard it, right? They're handing you lead, you're turning it into gold. When you know that every moment has been created to help each soul shine its brightest, which is a truth, it becomes easier to not take things personally because we have free will. And what other people do have nothing to do with us. But there's always something to be gleaned from it, right? Instead, you are able to appreciate the positions life has put you in as evidence of your evolving mastery in form. Now, wouldn't you say mastery is an aspect of highest potential? Like mastery in anything, chef, butcher, baker, candlestick maker, you know, what does mastery mean for you here? This mantra is ideal for learning to speak your truth, cultivating empathy, and trusting the universe. It's really hard to empath with people who are yelling at you, right? And if you take it personally, next to impossible. But I do recommend The 4 Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz, which I hear appeared somehow on a Rick and Morty episode that I have not seen yet. So that should be interesting. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to put these 5 cards together in what we like to call over on Patreon a blessimation. It's a blessing. It's a summation. I used to be a reverend. I used to literally be clergy. So blessing is just, it's one of my favorite things to do because the energy gets to go through me on its way to you. And then we'll chat a little bit at the end as I release the collective, usually letting what remains of the goofy in me set it free. Who knows what's going to come out of my mouth, but this is my last reading for the day. So buckle up. And please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Let him have it. Here we go as I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine. For the Capricorn collective sun, moon, rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers out there watching this video, receiving this reading, may they be blessed with all that they need to dissolve the judgments, right? Take the intuitive part, something's off here, but dissolve the judgments, because they don't have to like the actions of others in order to love their journey, and they can do that by treasuring the loved ones, past and present, right? You know, the ones, the people, maybe even the places and the things, right? To get the heart open, just pick one, start there and move up that mountain. Very Price is Right. And may they call upon the healing angels of manifestation, because manifestation, how and where and when and why, they can really stay focused in the heart. They'll be inspired what to do to move things forward into physical form, hitting that root chakra, the Earth's electromagnetic plane. But there is a need here. This is a what do I need, right? That they do need to maybe detoxify some thoughts about this. There is some meditation, some spiritual practice, so that they can love the universe, put that in quotes, fill in the Mad Lib, the blank, the variable, what they want that to mean there, so that they can see the infinite possibilities. I bet you making wiser choices. So I gotta edit this a little bit, but here we go. So into a mirror, may they now see the realms of possibility, their highest potentials, for the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it. So let it be done. So let it be. So it is. Big cardinal earth signs, you big mountain goats, you know I love you. Did you like it? Like it, hit the thumbs up. Hope the other Capricorns and cross watchers find it. You want more of me here on YouTube? Subscribe, hit the notification bell. These readings I'm scheduling because I got a lot on my plate, but as I move, if I move, when I move, I'll be trying to still put out at least something here every day. But if you want the deeper dive, the guarantee you'll see me every morning, pretty much. Come Patreon on Patreon. So much fun over there. And you are Cardinal Earth, Creative Earth. Check it out for yourself. It's the best career move I ever made. And it is just incredibly fulfilling. And I feel like I'm doing what I'm supposed to came in to do on this planet. So if you want the deeper magic, miracles, mysticism, now come Patreon on Patreon. And I love you, Capricorns. You want to book a private reading with me? Link in the description box. Booking a reading with Mal, YouTube vid will explain it all for you, beginning, middle, and end, just like Clarissa. I love you so very much. I told you I have a special warm place in my heart for Capricorns. So wishing you all the very, very best and the very, very blessed of this. Have at it. Keep on climbing. Hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.